Once again, chummers and chummerettes, this is Bull, and we're coming at you with Shadowrun Returns. So we're going to pick up where we left off last game with us having found the murder site of Sam Watts, and we are now heading over to the Seamstress Union. The Seamstress Union is near Touristville, and, well, we're just going to head in and see what the place is all about. Alright, as I'm playing this, it is now technically the 25th. Before I get too far into it, I want to apologize for anybody who tried to watch the videos that I posted last week. There was a bit of a mix-up, miscommunication, and I had been given permission to post those by accident. Like I said, there was some miscommunication, so they were only online for a couple hours. I pulled them down so that nobody got in trouble. So I apologize if you saw one of the links for my Let's Play videos and you headed over there all excited, only to find out that the videos had been turned private and you couldn't watch them. My apologies, chummers. That was entirely my fault. Jumped the gun a little bit. However, we should be good to go now since there are reviews and Let's Plays popping up online all over the place. I have turned my first couple of videos back on, so if you have not watched those, go back to my Shadowrun Returns channel and playlist and go ahead and watch those. And be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can watch future updates as I post them. So here we are, the Seamstresses Union. And just as a second, I'd like to really say that I really like the designs for the levels. And if you look in here, we'll zoom in a little bit. I mean, we've got graffiti, we've got vote Dunkles on for president, the sinless are free, I'm thinking that says. Just these little neon signs. I mean, just the little, the old Shadowrun dragon skull. Just some fantastic stuff. I mean, the overall design of this looks amazing. So, alright, so we're going to head in, and there's a bunch of guys just kind of hanging around we can't talk to, but there's several that we can. So we're going to start off and we're going to talk to Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb makes me laugh because in the old card game there was a character named Cherry Bomb who was a female dwarf. And her special abilities was she could blow up locations. So every time I talk to her, in my mind I keep thinking, oh yeah, Cherry Bomb's going to blow up the bar. That would suck. But in this one, she's an elf. I love the descriptions, too. They did a fantastic job with just some of the little background details. So be sure to take your time, read through all the stuff, because it is fantastic. The writers and designers of this game really treated it as if it was almost a tabletop version of the game. With the way they give descriptions of locations, they give descriptions of the NPCs, and then you've got, of course, a lot of roleplay options as well. So we're just going to kind of click through here. And we're checking on Coyote, which we had the name Coyote listed as a waitress on one of the, it was like the bar tab I think we found. Find out that she's not a shaman, as we immediately thought, because Coyote shamans are the archetypical, quintessential shaman type for Shadowrun. Fun side story for those of you that are interested in Shadowrun 5th edition. When we were putting the game together, we were getting ready, we were finishing it up, doing last-minute playtesting and prepping, and we realized that several of us had used Coyote shamans in the fiction. Rusty Zimmerman had used Koi Dog. I used one in Rooftops and Rainbows and the opening fiction for The Matrix, and I think there was one other place where a Coyote shaman gets mentioned. But then we realized that we did not actually have Coyote listed as one of the potential totems that you could take. So we had Raven listed, so we ended up putting Coyote, because Raven and Coyote are real similar, trickster type totems. So we ended up putting that in, adding that back in a little bit. But it was just kind of funny when we realized that, oh, wait a minute, hey, the one shaman that everybody used, we don't even have rules for in the game at the moment. So, okay. Back to lovely Miss Cherry Bomb here. Oh, and then there's somebody coming in to bug her. Shane. Oh, the United Brotherhood can give you that. I won't spoil it for those that don't know, but the United Brotherhood is one of my favorite things in Shadowrun. The Brotherhood was fantastic in its day. And she's trying to get the Brotherhood to help them out. Lynn Telestrian give a talk called The New Family of the Sixth World. Yeah, some fun stuff there. Alright, he's going to run off. And then we come back to talk to her. And we're just going to talk to her, get all the information, blah, blah, blah. Did you see Sam, who runs this place? Thanks for the intel. Gutter punks got to stick together. Alright, then we come over here, and there is the ghost of a grizzled veteran, and Eric Mersman. Let's go talk to Eric. Alright. And Eric is our first chance to actually buy some stuff. I have a little bit of cash. I got $17.90. And, well, let's take a look what we got. We can buy ourselves some new outfits. We've got the Alley Punk outfit, which gives armor 4, grants HP plus 3. Secure Ninja clothing, armor 3, gives dodge plus 1. Now, this is one of those areas the game sacrifices for video game's sake. Because video gamey things are... It's just a trope that video games items will give you stat boosts. Shadowrun doesn't do that. You're not going to find, clothing of, that gives you extra dodge or skills or something like that. It's just not the way it works. So the clothing in this is a little goofy, and it's, like I said, it's very video gamist. But I'm willing to forgive that and make allowances for that because it is a video game. Plus, in this game, you have so limited on you're so limited on what items you can get, what item slots and what you can wear and equip and everything like that. That there are normally items that can help you out with certain things, gear and whatnot that you would normally be able to get. So my rationale is that this Alley Punk, you're not getting the plus 3 hit points because it's got this little neon tube coming out of the nose. You're getting plus 3 hit points because it's got a like a little med injector in it that'll constantly pump you up with some extra drugs or something like that. Since I am a decker, I want intelligence. So I'm going to go ahead, and plus, I just kind of like the way this looks. So I'm going to grab the tourist look, which is armor 3 plus 1 intelligence. Let's see. Alright. And then, of course, you can see here there's some of the other options. I've got the decker clothing. But we're going to go with this because this is just kind of a fun look. Alright, and then I can put this on. You'll see my character changes. And I'm now wearing these goofy little goggles. I got this little thing on my wrist, and I'm wearing a nice Hawaiian shirt and a pair of Bermuda shorts and sandals with socks, because nothing says class like wearing sandals with a pair of socks. Oh, and let's talk to the Ghost of the Grizzled Veteran, because this is fantastic. Alright, so we talked to him. And at the end of the bar sits an old guy with a gray beard and deep circles under his eyes whom no one else seems to notice. This is likely because he doesn't. He's been dead for almost 30 years. Besides you, the only person who seems to know he's there is the bartender who keeps his frosty mug full of Heffenweisen beer. Alright, now for those that have never seen him, this is very obviously Jordan Wiseman. Jordan is the creator of, one of the original creators of Shadowrun, And he is, of course, the head of Harebrained Schemes and one of the creators of Shadowrun Returns. So, of course, he wrote himself into the game like we all do. So this is just kind of funny. And then he says, "Hey, I know you. You're Bull. You backed me when I was alive. How can I repay the favor?" Now, the one question I have, and I'm going to go ahead and throw this out for everybody else who's playing this game. And I also apologize. I have a little bit of a cough, and I'm trying to moderate it and mute the game when I can so that I'm not coughing in your ear. But, my apologies if I do. So, all right. So, the Ghost of a Grizzled Veteran. Now, as I was saying, hopefully those of you that have played the game or that are playing the game that were not Kickstarter backers can answer this question. Is this guy in here for you? Because he says something about backing me when he was alive, and there's a couple of other references, and it's very obviously he's talking about the Kickstarter backers. So I'm curious, because when you're a Kickstarter backer, you got a code to put in, because I got that special item, the Platinum Dock Wagon, and stuff like that. And I'm currently playing on the beta, which is, since the regular game is not quite open yet, it hasn't switched over from the beta to the regular. So I don't know if there's going to be a difference, and even if it does switch over, like I said, I've put in the backer code, so I have no idea. So let me know, please, in the comments somewhere, drop me a line, let me know if this guy is in here, because I'd be kind of curious to see if this is some sort of Kickstarter-only item, or if this went in for everybody. So we can talk to him, and he says, "You don't know." He says, "Damned if I know. You live your life making stuff up, then you die and end up on a stool in a bar in a story you made up." So meta. Mostly I just tell stories, but I'm occasionally good for some free gear. If I ask him if he's got anything, yes, he's got a grenade for me. Now, since you can only hold 6 items, I can leave the item, I can swap it in with one of the other items I already have, or I can send it to my stash. I'm going to go ahead and send it to my stash. So whenever I'm back here in the bar, I can swap items out with my stash, I believe. And then we can listen to some stories, and this one's kind of cool. He tells you, he'll tell you a little bit about how he created Shadowrun, and how it was originally going to be just a cyberpunk game, but R. Talsorian beat him to the punch, so he decided to change it up a little bit and mixed in with some Aztec stuff that he'd heard as a kid. It's pretty cool. Alright, and then we have a black market dealer. And once again, excuse me, she's got some toys, baseball bats, stuff like that. I don't really need anything, so I'm not buying anything, but this kind of shows you some of what she's got to sell. Different types of guns, bunch of different grenades, drones if you're a drone type, if you're a rigger. But I'm pretty happy with the gun I've got, and she doesn't have what it would be an upgrade for my gun. So, Mr. Clue. This is also fantastic. Mr. Clue is actually Chris Clue, the NFL punter, who is all over Twitter and Facebook and nerd places because he is a giant nerd. He had a book called Beautiful Sparkle Ponies or something like that. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. He's really outspoken for like gay rights and stuff like that. He's a very cool guy, but he's also a gamer, and he's posted before that he's a huge fan of Shadowrun, and he was one of the Kickstarter backers. And I believe he posted at a high enough. He must have kickstarted at a high enough level to get himself included in the game, which is pretty fantastic. So he's the bouncer here at the bar. So that's pretty cool, and it's a nice little nod. Alright, so talk. And then we head into the back. It's Johnny Clean. Not sure who he is, actually. I'm guessing he's... a lot of the art, a lot of the character portraits, I believe, are Kickstarter backers. Um, I don't know all of them, obviously. He sells magic stuff, but since I'm not magic, I can't do anything with it. And Mrs. Kuboto, who runs the place. We're going to talk to her, tell her you're looking into Sam Watts' killer. She tells you about the night he left. You ask her about the Seamstresses Union. You ask about Coyote. You find out Coyote's missing, and she says, well, if you're interested, you can look into it. Here's the key to her room upstairs. And we head upstairs. Alright, now. You can see there's a door that's locked, but there is a terminal. And if we use the terminal, I can attempt to hack the panel. And the door opens up. So that's one of the things you can do with hacking, with decking. Alright. Although, I'm not sure if there's actually anything in here. Yeah, something. Stuffed bear is hiding something. Oh, it's drugs. We'll send it to my stash. Because I am a Shadowrunner, and I'm a nice guy, but nobody said I'm not willing to steal anything that's not nailed down, because, well, I'm a Shadowrunner, and, well, it's a video game. Stealing things that's not nailed down is what you do. I mean, it's pretty much an accepted fact that if you're an adventurer, you're going to rummage through everybody's house, searching through every crate, barrel, and cupboard, and taking anything that looks interesting. Alright, so we've got clothes-in boxes, frame painting of Chicago, here we go, and we've got a diary. So we're going to read everything. We find out about her boyfriend Paco. Find out about her pets. There's a receipt from Maury's Meat Emporium for zebra meat. There was a receipt for a gun. And then we can go over here and check this. I don't have decking... Ooh, you know what, though? I have 9 karma, so we can show you how to spend karma. So, spend karma. Alright, decking, intelligence. There we go. We're going to go ahead and buy decking 3. And we're going to go up here, and we're going to buy quickness 2. And range combat. Or quickness 3, range combat 3. Alright, and that's pretty much how you spend karma. It's pretty simple. It costs a number of points equal to the stat you're going to buy karma, to buy skill up. So let's use this again. Now I have decking 3, so I can try to recover the password. If you did not have decking high enough... Oh, and I got 3 karma for that. If you did not have decking high enough, it'll ask you for a password recovery, and it'll ask you some... I think 4 questions about her, and most of the answers you can get from looking at the items in a room, and I think there's 1 or 2 questions you gotta kind of guess at. Meet with Delilah about gig. Meet Paco at Pike's Place. Due in 30 minutes. Got his contact list. Somebody named Paco. And they're reading about hellhounds. Alright, and we found the code for her safe. So we can steal a Fischetti frag grenade, and we're going to send that to my stash as well. Because I find that having med kits is a little more useful than having grenades. Which is always true. Alright, I'm going to talk to Miss Kabuto again. Ask her if she knows Paco. That's her boyfriend, a member of the Cutters. And now we can take a cab to go meet there. Alright. But we're going to go ahead and, now that we've explored this, seen everything, we're going to go ahead and cut this video here. And then I will pick up at the next place. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, chummers and chummerettes, thanks for watching. As always, if you like the video, please click like down below. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my playlist here. Leave me feedback. Although unfortunately I could not find a decent mic input selector anywhere, so I've got to play around some more and see if I can. If it's still too loud, I got to see if I can find some more settings that I can adjust down. So let me know if it's too loud. And again, I apologize for that. You may have to turn down your volume when listening to me for now. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And when we come back, we'll be visiting Pike Place Market. So thanks a lot, chummers. Take it easy.